Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're well. Right, we're back in Bianco Zoo. We're going to be working on our lemur habitat in this episode. Last time I managed to finish off our little ramp here and got the tree in the middle, so it's all pretty, sort of the fundamentals are there. I have just got in another 4 lemurs as well, so there's going to be 6 in here altogether. So just some finishing touches today really. I've got the little gap in the fence here that I wanted to build a small water thing in, some sort of water fountain, like a spout that just sprays some water down in here. I want to get a bit of foliage in, and also I want to get some enrichment items as well. So let's do that. Let's also want to get a food tray in actually, so let's get let's go in here. Let's have a look at our, actually let's do the food first. Let's get the species on. So they are red ruffed lemurs. So we want to make sure they've got some water. So I'm thinking let's give them a water trough. Let's pop that over there, and then let's make sure they've got a nice feed area. Maybe I could give them a food bowl and potentially a platform. Might work quite nicely. I could do something maybe like this. I've got to make sure it's accessible to. No, I don't think that's going to work. I was going to try and do something, make it accessible to the keepers, but actually no, that's not really working. Now, do they need shelter actually as well? Let's just have a quick look at that. Yeah, they don't have anywhere that classes as shelter. Let's just call keeper to fill up the water bowl. Good, they're both accessible. That's good. I have set this up with a work zone now, so we've got the staff room over here, we've got the keeper hut here, and this one habitat so far is one work zone, so that has one keeper assigned to it. I love that they climb up through the trees here, it looks fantastic. Okay, I should probably try and build them a small shelter then. I could maybe do something that kind of comes out the side here. I could probably do this quite simply actually with a roof. What have we got? No, that doesn't quite look right. Maybe something like this. Let's have a look. What does this one do? No, I quite like this one. I think I can probably change the colours. Yeah, let's go with a more, yeah, that's better. A bit more of a jungly feel to it. So I want it to look like it's sunk into the wall, and then something like this. Let's see. Okay, and then if I can group them together. I'm just wondering if I can copy this round and make it thicker like that. Is that going to work as a little shelter? Let's have a look. Yeah, it does. Brilliant. Actually, let me just check the traversable area and make sure that's not going to be too troublesome. Make sure they're not going to be climbing up on it. No, good. They can't climb on it, but it's good. It doesn't block too much of the view, but it does provide them with some shelter. Oh, it looks pretty good from down below as well, actually. So cool. Okay, happy with that. So let's just come back into here and give them a bit of bedding as well. Good, so they've got somewhere to sleep, they've got some food, they've got some water. Let's just check this. Yep, that's looking good. Shelter, excellent. That's what we like to see. Okay, and then let's have a look at their enrichment. So food enrichment, we've got a forage box. I'd love to get one of these in if I can. I'm not sure if there's going to be any room for it. It'd be nice if I could get it around the base of the tree. No, it's not going to work, is it? Actually, I wonder if it's because of that. Let's just move the food bowl. Yeah, look, here we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, that's beautiful, isn't it? Great. What else could we fit in? We could probably squeeze one of these in. And we maybe get one of these as well. Give them lots of food options. Excellent. Maybe even a little block of frozen fruit. And you know what? We could probably even squeeze in one of these as well. Just give them all the options. Now, toys. Again, let's give them a ball. Let's give them a box. They can have a box in the middle of their forage box. Nothing wrong with that. Let's drop one of them down there. I do like these mirror things. Just see if there's room for one of them. Well, good. Excellent, excellent. Right, let's just check on these because you never know if these are accessible sometimes. Not all of them need to be accessible. I think that's looking pretty good. Yeah, excellent. Cool. Now, I do want to have some foliage in here of some sort. Not too much. Yeah, bits like this, just around the edge here, I think will look good. Maybe something a bit more bushy, maybe a little bramble in here, like so. Don't want anything too sort of tall and bushy because I don't want to block the view of the obviously the people standing up here want to look down and see the animals. They don't want to be seeing just lots and lots of bushes. So I think some nice bracken. Where's the bracken gone? Here we go. See, this stuff's great. Just a few bits of this dotted around will look really nice. I think that's all it needs. Actually, let's maybe just get one or two little flowers. Nothing too much, just something like this to add a little bit of colour. Just a tiny bit. Maybe just one or two of these dotted over here. Obviously, I'll check that none of these block any of the traversable areas. They shouldn't do. Where the nettles, always good to have a few nettles, especially around the base of the tree there. That looks nice. Good, I am pretty happy with that. So let's just double check. Traversable area is looking good. They can access everything. Wonderful. Our lemurs should be really happy with that, and I think our people will too. I guess the only other thing I could do, which I was contemplating, was doing something up in the tree here. Let's have a look. What have we got? Yeah, it's tricky. I really wish there was more climbable stuff, like ropes. I was hoping that there'd be something that I could do. Sort of hanging. I don't know if I come. Hang on. Let's just come back out to here. Are there climbable ropes here? Yeah, the ropes are climbable actually, so whether I can actually get them anywhere where they can be used, I was potentially just going to do some like this, sort of just lots of ropes hanging straight down. So my thinking was put it hanging like this, bring it up and bring it over, and then maybe just make it look like there's stuff like this where they can hang even if they don't get used. I think it might look quite interesting. I'll tell you what I'm going to do just to make this a bit easier. If I just link them together, then I can just do a bit of a copy and paste, maybe bring it over here, have another rope dangling over here somewhere. It's very disorientating when you're working in 3 dimensions, but there we go, I think I got there. Okay, maybe get one in here. I'll probably have to shorten that one, or maybe not, maybe that might be right, actually dangling that far down, and maybe one more over here somewhere. Something like that, just so it looks like there's some ropes hanging, you know, so it looks like the animals can be climbing around on them. Let's have a look. Actually, yep, that one is going to be usable. Whether they can jump on that from the ground, I'm not sure. The other ones, it doesn't look like they are going to be able to use them, unfortunately. But it's fine, you know, that's more for our benefit than theirs. Great, I like that. I like that a lot, and clearly the animals are having fun up in the tree, so that's really good. So I'm really enjoying that. That looked great. So no, lighting is something that I was doing. I can't remember if I finished the lighting over in this original building. No, I didn't. I never got around to doing the lighting in there. I did do this side, didn't I? And that looks nice. Yeah, so still lots of lighting to do. I should probably look at a bit of lighting in here for the tree. Let's have a look. I kind of like, I do like these lights because they look really good. So what colour? I'm thinking a nice orange colour will look good in here. Let's add it to the building. So let's get it right up on the top like that. I don't want too much. I don't want it to look too bright. Let's see how that looks. Oh, hang on, they're not actually turned on. No power. Do I not have my power settings sorted out? Power everything. No, I don't. There we go. Didn't realise that. I might have to go back through the settings and just check that. So there's a few bits and pieces that I always tick in the settings when I do this. That's quite nice, actually. I do probably want something aimed upwards at the tree. Let's think. You've got spotlights, which can look really nice. They're also very bright. And I reckon I can make this look good if I go for a nice green. Something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, see, that looks nice already, doesn't it? But what I might do is just take it back and possibly just lean it up. You see, I think that's all that needs. I would usually put another one on this side, but actually I think that's quite subtle, so I kind of like that. Let's just see what it looks like. Make sure it's not hovering in the air or anything. Okay, let's just double check that. Yeah, so it just gives it that that slight green tinge, and then you've got a little bit of orange as well. I probably need another light actually. I think I do need one just on here as well. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So there's our lighting done. That looks really nice. I like that. And I did have the water spout, didn't I? So let's build something that I can do I don't know, something with a water spout. I'm not sure what. So I need, no, I want something. Do I want something metal looking? Let's see what we've got here. Try and be creative. What do we got? No, that's too big. You see, these things are pretty cool, and they can be coloured. See, something like that, kind of sitting on something else, or actually, I could just have it like that, couldn't I? Looks kind of cool. And then I think this is the right size to cover this, which is very convenient. Obviously it's designed to go on the front of that. It looks fantastic, doesn't it? I love that. Okay. Might still need something at the bottom for it to be sitting on. I'm not sure how big the gap is. That might be okay actually. Let's try it. Let's go to our water. Okay, let's go with the small one. And I reckon we could probably go with, hang on, I'm going to put them on and then move them backwards. So let's get 2. Oh, actually I need to combine all of that. Okay, and then just copy them down. Yeah, I think that's going to look good. So let's just sink them in. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Is it actually going to fill the gap? I think it is. Look at that. Let's get the angle snap off. Pretty much perfect size actually for this gap. And then it's just giving them a little water spout. I don't mind that. I know it's not going into a water or anything there, but I think that looks kind of cool. Although I think realistically you wouldn't have that food item underneath it there. So let's move that over there. Make sure that's accessible. Yes, good. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's it. It just adds a little something to the enclosure, doesn't it? And it looks good. Might just want to turn that a tiny bit actually. Yeah, that's brilliant. I like that. I like that a lot. That looks really good. So that is basically our red lemur habitat done. I'm very happy with that actually. I think that looks really good. Media wise, let's go with the in-game things, these ones. Sometimes I have done my own media things before, but they're never particularly good, and I do like these ones. They look very clean and clinical, which is kind of the look I'm going for in this zoo. So actually I don't mind if I just use these in here. So let's get one there, maybe one over here. Now of course I will get some benches. I've got a bit of an idea of something that I want to do in this area, which I will crack on with in just a minute. Right, now that's good. Now the issue that I've got with the pathing, of course, is that it's not very even, is it, around here? I'd like to get some benches down, but actually my plan of how I was going to do that is not going to work, which is a shame. A bit odd that everyone gathers there instead of going around the rest of it, but I guess that's just how it all works. It's okay. So what I was thinking of doing here was creating an edge, and I had a bit of an idea of something that I wanted to do on here. Now I have no idea if this is going to work. Right, so my theory was potentially art shapes. I'm not sure if this is actually the right stuff here. Let's see. This is just letters, isn't it? I don't think we've got, yeah, letters and proper shapes. Yeah, that's not quite what I wanted. I'm sure there are some, it might be in signs, isn't it? Yes, it'll be in signs. It'll be one of some of these flat pieces, or even stuff like that. What I'm thinking is of creating some sort of patterning on the floor, which I can then copy and paste around this whole area. Just as a bit of fun floor patterning, basically, just to make the floor more interesting. But I'm not too sure if it's really going to work. Actually, is that actually a light? It's a sign. It does look kind of cool though, actually, doesn't it? Let me just check if that's lit up at night. No, is it? Actually, that's quite bright, so actually that might be. I'm not sure if that's technically lit up or not. But yeah, that's kind of the thing I had in mind. And then kind of having them, I don't know, having them down on the ground flat. Let's just see what other ones we've got. I mean, we have got the proper LED things, but no, that's not going to work. Come on, I know there's some good stuff in here somewhere. Some of these white ones, I think. No, I don't want the animals. Yeah, so you've got leaves. You've got stuff like this. These have got a bit of potential because they're just shapes. Even stuff like this potentially. Oh, we've got like mountains there as well. That's kind of cool. How big? I see some of these are quite a good size. Yeah, interesting. There's lots of ideas going through my head at the moment. I need to just kind of start putting some stuff down, I think. But what I need to do, I need to kind of do it over here. Yeah, I'm not really sure if this is going to look how I want it to look, but hopefully you'll kind of get an idea of what I'm trying to do. They're not all going to match up particularly well, unfortunately. I will do my best to line them up. Like that. Right, let's just get them all grouped together for now. And then obviously I will colour these, and they will be probably black, so that they stand out nicely. Get that nice contrast of black and white. Actually, see, I can kind of blend them together a bit like that as well. Got to make sure the heights are okay, because when I lower the whole thing into the ground, I don't want any of them to disappear. Okay. See, it's a very simple little thing. I have no idea what this is going to, what it's going to look like, to be honest. But okay. So now, what I need to do is kind of move it into position like that. Bring it up just so that it's just showing. Just need to move that one in a little bit like so. Okay. Now let's see. Yeah, it's typical because it's gone at a funky angle. Of course it has. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? If it just if it just turned perfectly. Yeah, I don't know the best way of doing this. Oh, hang on. I need to. No, I have no idea how I'm going to do this. I was really hoping I could just spin it round, move it to that side, and then move it around the whole area, but it's doing it like that, which means that it's just not going to work symmetrically. Let's see if I actually am I actually on opposite things. That's really hard to tell. No, I think this is going to be an unmitigated disaster, I'll be honest. Actually, do you know what? I think I've just done that wrong. I think what I need to do is I need to go into here, select it, and then do it. No, see, that's still not turning it the full, like in the correct way, is it? Or is it actually? No, that seems to be at a slightly different angle, doesn't it? Yeah, see, that's gone nowhere close to being opposite, is it? Hang on, let's just see what this does. Do you know what, that actually kind of works. And this is always the price you pay for trying to be creative. Okay, what do we think? I just wanted some sort of colouring, patterning, you know, just to make the floor look a little bit more interesting. I'm not sure if that really works or not, to be honest. I mean, unbelievably, it has actually pretty much gone around the edge of the habitat. I mean, the angles are a little bit off, I think. But it's not terrible, is it? I'm not really sure that's the sort of the grade that I should be going for. It's not terrible. But yeah, I don't mind it. I'll keep it there for now, and I'll see what I think when I come back and look at it again. But you get the idea of what I'm trying to do there. Just, I don't know, just trying something a bit different. And then I guess the other thing that I wanted to do was a wall. I've brought a pathway out here. I'm going to have that because the original pathway kind of butted out over the side here, a bit like it does just there, but hopefully I can get away with that. And obviously I'm going to need to link this lot as well. Whoops. Let's just do that and see how is that overlap. That's not bad. I know there is a small step there. I'm not sure if there's a huge amount I can do about that. Let's just see if I bring this one down. Like that. Yeah, see, I'm now exposing a bit of land, so yeah, that's not good. So I'm gonna just keep this as a small step. There's no easy way around that, I don't think. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't think there's going to be a good way of hiding that slope, that step. Sorry, but that's okay. I can live with that, I reckon. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So what I do need to do, I do want to go around and create an edge, but I might leave that until I decide what I'm doing further off around it. I think probably next episode I've got a bit of an idea. I've got the facility buildings over here, and they're kind of obviously just temporary ones. But what I want to do is build a proper facilities building here, really nice modern looking thing. I want to have a small sort of flower bed probably here, with some benches built in around it, and then possibly as part of this facilities building I might actually have a couple of little restaurants there as well. I did put in, yeah, I put in a couple of food places there and an information one there, but I think maybe a couple more food places over here, and sort of just keep the theme, you know, keep the theme of the you know, the modern smart looking buildings going over here. Possibly even link it in with this eventually. I'm not sure. I might bring this roof, sort of continue this over and link it into this building, however I decide to do it. That's probably going to be my next project. But I think for now I'm pretty happy with this over here. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what I didn't do. I didn't put in an animal talk point, which I really ought to. See if I can squeeze that in here somewhere. Why is that not going to let me put that in? Ah, do I need to do it on? Okay, I could do it over here. If I do it over here, that might encourage some people to actually come over here. Can throw food as well. Brilliant. So let's just name that Red Lemurs. I'm pretty sure I did hire an educator. Yes, we got one educator walking around, so hopefully he will go and do this. Let's do it in January. Good, and hopefully a load of people will go and see that. Actually, it is nearly January, so people should start gathering. That'd be great. Cool. Okay, let's leave it there. So next episode, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to start working on our facilities building, I think, over here. But I am pretty happy with our red lemurs. So what do you think? Do you like my lemur habitat? What do you think of my dodgy ground decorations? I quite like them. I'll be honest, I do. They didn't quite work out how I intended, but it's an interesting thought. It may be something that I come back to and redo once I've got a better design. So yeah, we shall see. But for now, it's gonna stay, and I can come back to it. So thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the episode, please do hit the like button. That really helps me out. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then please do that. Tell all your friends about me as well, because we're having a lot of fun here. And hopefully you can join me again in the next episode. Until then, do take care, and I will see you soon.